kicked in the fucking face.
In the next bubble screen over here, let's throw curls.
What are the whys, right? What are the whys?
Bears Hour Live.
Here is what the Tape Never Lies Network means to me. Now, there's a lot of sites out there, a lot of fan sites and all that stuff, but there are few, if any, that matches the knowledge, the wisdom, and the charisma of the Tape Never Lies Network. It is what I rely upon each and every week to find out what's going on with our Chicago Bears. Listen, I like the Sick podcast. It's fine. Its host is okay. But for me, the money site is the Tape Never Lies Network. Watch it.
32 is the identity.
Yeah, you look at the tape. So as a coach, your resume is the tape.
Loses the football. Strip sack and
Bears Hour Live.
Give me some fucking
Bears
names.
Hour Live. We go online right after Bears games with your boys draft talk and the smartest man alive. Bears Hour Live.
Son of a bitch, you better block.
Bears Hour Live. We go online right after Bears games with your boys draft talk and the smartest man alive. Rant up with the true analysis you expect. Raw passion for the show.
You saw the growth in
Locked
Justin
in with real
Fields.
emotion and passion for every play. Coach Phil to bring that range, but then with facts my shade. Post-game show like nothing else you're gonna hear. Some can try to copy, but a bucket's not sincere. Delivering the truth on what just happened, to be clear. That's why we're on TV, so you can see it, not just hear. Hey yo, with Draft Dr. Phil, you know it's always hit sticks. True to fundamentals, never gimmicks and tricks. Guess we're moving Soldier Field up to Arlington Heights. Mill out counting bucks while the mayor big fight. As our life keeps growing, Shane's all knowing, delivering the truth on how the QB's throwing. Dimes on time, or just lacking fundamental. Whatever the case, we get hot like Senso. Fiery discussions on what happened in the game. This ain't your daddy's postgame, so expect a fucking flame. Not for the average fan, I love they can survive.
But don't you worry.
Bears Hour Live.
Bears Hour Live. Bears Hour Live. We go
Let him sit his ass there again. I don't think we're that much worse.
the myth, the rant legend, Draft Dr. Phil Otoshun.
This is football, baby. Culture is the problem. Let's get it on. Little things.
Bears Hour Live. Bears Hour
Son of a bitch, you better
Bears
block.
Hour Live.
That's what happens.
We go
That's when you have a
online
real
right
good team.
after Bears
And let's
games
get it
with
on.
your boys Draft Talk and the smartest.
Give me some fucking names.
This is Bears Hour Live.
Welcome to BHL Week 4. Questions like always, Bears fans. Bears drop another one in New York to the Giants, 20-12. Got to question everybody today. Velus Jones, catch the ball, kid. You've suited up in 2 games going back to preseason. Put 2 of them on the carpet. Can't have it. Don't care if you're fast. Catch the ball. Luke Getsy, I don't know, man. It's a lot of questions there with this offensive play calling. Cole Kmet, Roquan, you want to run your mouth pregame being the best linebacker in the NFL? Guess what? You're not. 20 million? Get the fuck out of here. Nope. Ebner, not seeing it. There are just so many questions. Gordon, got to sit down. Got to get a different perspective. Eberflus, I'm going to be interested to see what his reaction is after this game. Again, I know we deal with this each and every week, but let's get into it. Let's bring out DDP. It's time for the rant, boys and girls. Let's go.
Oh my God. Shane takes all my points. Listen, in a game of football, when we determine by determination, as a great coach told me, I'm trying to determine when Luke Getsy gets his bag packed, because I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel sorry for you fans. I feel sorry for everybody that gets themselves ready to cheer and be a part of watching a game that is built on confidence in your abilities. Today we see the breakdowns and coverages in simple things. Misdirections are turning around. Now, we did a patron show this morning, X's with the O's, with me and my father. And Shane said it. You want to be a $20 million man at linebacker? Read your fucking keys. Center steps down, ball's coming here. Fire the fucking gap and take on the fucking man. Stop freelancing. There's so many questions on this football team. How are you going to win the game? You got to make every play count. Pettis dropping a pass. Cole Kmet holding penalty. These things are in the ebb and flow of the whole game. I'm looking at simple things. You were out coached today. You were out hit today. You were out hustled today. You were out tackled today. You were out disciplined today. I haven't seen a performance so putrid in a long, long time. Why is Ebner out there? What is the rotation? There's no feel. There's no understanding. Saquon wants a break. He goes out. Ebner doesn't know his ass from his elbow. Yeah, Herbert, you got to block and pick up a blitz. Everywhere. It's I formation, next play empty. Shotgun the next, empty the next. Back to I, 2 tight ends, single back the next play. Let's go back to the shotgun. Let's try this play. Let's try that play. Have you heard this before? I have. There's a problem on the offensive coordinator position. He doesn't fucking gets it. He doesn't gets it. Make that a fucking t-shirt. Rainbows and sunshine. Go make that a fucking t-shirt. Or is that too hard? The reality of truth is you got to tackle. You have responsibilities on the backside. You're a Sam linebacker. Tight end goes down. Yes, I have him. My eyeballs are coming. Is there someone crossing my face? I got to get there. Nope. This is fucking... They're running Delaware wing T against you, and you're guessing. Oh, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go... You look like fools. You made Daniel Jones look like Lamar Jackson. You want to know why you lost? You're not disciplined. You're not being taught well on defense. And Shane said it. Said it at halftime. Guys got to learn on the fucking bench. You can't be a liability out there over and over and over again. And that's Kyler Gordon. Can't. His head's spinning. Is he playing outside, inside? I don't know. He doesn't know. Get him out. Sit him down. Put him outside. He ain't ready to play nickel. He can't tackle physically. Get somebody else in there that's going to do that so you can win these fucking games. You can't have polls deciding, my rookie's got to play. My rookie's got to play. No, get out there and make a fucking play. I don't care if he's a free agent from Princeton or Saginaw State. Get out there and understand your assignment and make a fucking play. That's where you win. Not playing politics. It never wins. So polls, get your balls on the line and find someone that's going to play nickel the right way. And then the young kid can watch and learn how to do it and go out there and be physical in tackling, because that's where he's lacking. You saw what Eddie Jackson did. He bought into the philosophy. He understands where you're going. Making plays out there. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see this bullshit no more. I don't want to see it. Roquan Smith. What are we doing? Look at the offensive line. Lucas Patrick, Sam Mustafa. Are we soft? Are we soft? You don't know, Whitehair, the ball's on the ground? Not hustling? These things, your season's not won or lost here. It's the determination now. Does Coach Eberflus sit down with his offensive coordinator and say, this game of spades that you're playing in regards to formations is not going to happen? It's not. We are going to have to fucking decide who we are. Justin played better today. Yeah, he missed. Everyone's going to bring it up. Miss Mooney right through the seam. Touchdown. We talked about it at halftime. Okay, quarterback's going to miss one. I'll give you one. Game's on the line. Fucking throw the ball down the field. What do we look like? The Sisters of a Poor here? You got a chance. You're down 8. Throw it. I don't give a shit. A flag can come down. Run down the field, Getsy. Let's run sprint out. We don't even know who we're blocking. Braxton Jones looks like the reincarnation of Charles Leno's teenage son. Gotta get better. Can't be like this. Everywhere there's mistakes except punting and kicking. Kicker was great. Bagley comes in, hits it, say whatever it is you want. Came in, did it. Everywhere else, you need to improve. Everywhere. Quarterback, running back, tight end. Are you kidding me? Your best tight end, you picked up Wesco. Cole Kmet. Are you kidding me? On a fucking bubble screen to a tight end who can't. He's so clunky. This is too old for you youngins. Even Fred Sanford selling parts with this guy. I got a junkyard. How you design a play on 3rd and 15 or 16 to go to Cole Kmet in a bubble screen is beyond me. And yeah, Josiah, everybody and their brother knows you missed David Montgomery today because I didn't see any determination, pride to win this game by anybody. And it starts with the quarterback. You can't be looking around dazed and confused. I don't see Dave Chappelle out there. Get out there and play the game of football. On every level, I feel sorry for you fans because today was a showcase. You can't preach accountability and continue to have these letdowns in critical situations. 3rd down, they're gonna go after Kyler Gordon. 3 weeks. We haven't figured it out. Maybe we'll figure it out next week against the Vikings. Come on. You gotta start determining playing the right pieces to win now. At the end of the day, there's very few positives that I take out of this game. This is not going to be rainbows and sunshine over here. For me, it starts with the head coach. Today, you lost this game. Anytime you're a defense and you are not prepared and you are so confused, it is the perfect showcase of what Getsy isn't doing and what the Giants did to you. Because they stayed in that same formation and kept giving you the same look to confuse your linebackers and your edge and booted out of there. And they were controlling what you were doing. It's time for you to wake the fuck up and talk to your offensive coordinator, talk to your defensive coordinator, and say, this is never going to happen again. I'm going to give you this opportunity because you're a first-year head coach. But today, I hope you lead this presser by saying, today is on me. We, as a coaching staff, lost this football game today. And Shane, that's my rant there. I don't know where he is, but I just will say this to you guys. The reality of this Chicago Bears team stems from an unknown. No one has taken the baton. No one's taken the baton, Ivan.
No.
I've not seen it. Justin Fields and obviously Velus Jones got to make the fucking play. Fair catch it. If you're scared, give yourself an opportunity there to win the game or try to win the game. Instead, you just look like a clown college at the end of the game there. I know you fans got a lot to say. I did not expect this to be the performance. But then again, I don't expect Tevin Jenkins to be sitting on the sideline to open the game. I don't expect Sam Mustipher to be your starting center. I don't expect Ebner to be starting coming out of the half. We're on our rotation. Hold on, the blog boys are talking. Like, what the fuck kind of football team is this? I just didn't expect that shit.
It was
Clearly,
it felt sorry, Phil. It felt flat. It felt flat. I thought Justin had some moments. There was one or two moments. Then there was, again, the missed opportunities. It wasn't Justin's fault whatsoever this game. Everybody sucked. And from the offensive line to the defensive line to the motherfuckers that can't contain out at the outside on a bootleg. Did anybody not know that that Daniel Jones could run the football? I mean, like, that was probably his best attribute coming into the game. That should have been known first and foremost.
Right.
But the rest of the game, like, I hate that I'm not seeing the impact that I thought I was going to see from Kyler Gordon. I know he's a rookie, but it's bad. It's really bad. And you said
bad because he's not covering. It's bad because he's lost. He's confused. I could see it. I saw it last week. We did a whole thing on it this morning on our patron show. Like, you can't continue to throw somebody out there who's lost in your defense, which isn't that complicated. So last week, their tight end wing, he doesn't know who to pick up. They break 3rd and 16. They get the tight end wide open. Against the same thing. Packers. What, 3rd downs? We're going to Gordon's guy. This happened again today. Now, Eddie makes a great play on an interception, but it's just like a fucking punt because your offense, let's go. I called them all out.
Yeah.
3rd and 3, they get in the gun again 3 times today. Stay on 1st down inside their 10. They went under center. Boom. They ran. He got 5 when it should have been stuffed. 2nd down, they ran a toss. He got 2. 3rd and 7. Guess I go, all right, stay in the fuck under center. Let's do it. Don't run boot here, though. Just stay under center. Nope. Shotgun. Crisscross blitz. There it is. Mustipher can't call the mic. They don't know who they're blocking. Same old, same old. It's infuriating because it's not that hard.
Right.
It's not that hard to get the right guys in the situations. It's not that hard to do it. Now, Darnell Mooney came to play today. That's great. He's got to make that one catch. Pettis got to make that catch there. Got to make that catch there. Mike V, you're 100% right. Out of all the days that we needed David Montgomery and Bratcher, close your ears now, was today, because this is where you need someone that's going to refuse, just like Saquon, like 26. We didn't have our guy there. We didn't have the identity. There's critical plays. The Pettis drop was a huge play. The screen to Komet. I just don't even get it.
No, I don't get it either. Like, Komet,
Funky Komet. That's his nickname going
Funky
forward.
Cole Komet. Funky Cole Komet. Funky Cole Komet.
Oh my God.
It's time to start looking other places. I think, Cole Komet has had his due, but just the play calling in itself, just the idea, getting Cole Komet out on a screen like he has some type of blazing speed. You had mentioned it before. Why wasn't it Mooney? Why wasn't it a faster wide receiver? Wide receiver. Why wasn't it a halfback screen? There were so many other options that you had to go to Cole Kmet in those particular moments. I just thought was foolish. It got too cute. This reminded me of a Chargers game back in 19 where the Bears got into the red zone like 3 or 4 times in the first half and came up with field goals. 3 points ain't going to fucking do it. 3 points is not going to do it, Phil. We've seen this show plenty of times. They're going to have to go out and figure out what the hell they're successful with in the red zone and do that. Like it under gun, like you said, help Justin Fields out, get under center or under center. Don't go into gun. It doesn't work. Get under center, help Justin out. You're right there. Too many times I've seen this offense in the red zone and not coming up with 6 and only settling for 3. It's not going to work.
You can't always settle for 3. There is no sense of urgency in these short down and distance. There was no designed understanding of what it is to move the chains. Think about it. On the Pettis play, right? For example, that's 3rd and short. I think it was like 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. You're throwing down the field. I get it. But more importantly, with this offense that isn't a juggernaut, you got to move the chains and be conscious of what it is you're doing. And look at the Giants. I mean, they got, to your point, Daniel Jones, average passer, more athletic. He's going to use his feet. They're using misdirection to get him on the edge. That's what you have to do in these 3rd down. You're going gun. There should be 2 backs there. Mesh here, pull, and get Justin on the corner. Instead, we're giving to Ebner like he's going to break a fucking tackle. Then the other one with the short down. This is on Herbert, and you're going to see it if you're a patron on The Tape Never Lies. I'm telling you, he cuts to the left. He goes the distance, or it's going to be a huge gain if he doesn't score. He just doesn't see it. These things just infuriate you, but you're making that call with the understanding that we're going for it on 4th down. Instead, they punted. I get it. They got him in there, backed up inside their 10. They stop him, fortunately, only to be dropping the goddamn football. Do we have the coach?
I'm trying to pull it up right now.
I know. I don't know where Shane went. There's no update on Shane's injury or status to return. I don't know. He's concussed based on Getsy's performance and play calls. I mean, some people aren't ready to be offensive coordinators. I just today, you just get, if you can get the I only have to mute you because we can hear the play-by-play. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's my fault. It's playing off of the computer, but I have it in the back. I have
you'll have so when the coach comes, you'll put it in. And I appreciate that, Josiah, because I'm thinking of you. Imagine me driving down with my son to New York today, as I was asked by 1,000 people, and watching that shit show. I don't even know if I could drive home. They would have to call an Uber to get me because I'm so fucking pissed off. This is a winnable game. It's a winnable game. And if you're looking for fucking positives, go to another network and watch their fucking post-game show. I'm just warning you right now. I'm not here to freaking throw petals of bouquets that Justin was able to throw deep and make a connection. Good. That's your fucking job. We're not here to learn on the job. We're here to make plays. And unfortunately, some people who've never played the game of football, coached it, or understood it on any level, think that it's okay. It's okay that this season's a wash and you're just going to sit down, learn. We're going to grow. The last person I knew that learned from losing will be the first person, because that's not how you learn to play. That's not how you learn to win. That's not how you do it. It's got to be a next man up mentality. That's what you preached. So right now, there's players out there that I could see that aren't giving what it is they need to. It's not like I'm questioning their heart right here. I'm just saying they're not giving you the best opportunity to win. And that right there, number 6, clearly He's identified by every opponent as it's our third down pitch. It's 3 strikes, right? That's where you're throwing. And that's got to be remedied. That's got to be remedied. If you put in 22 in and play the nickel and put 23 or 31 outside, put them outside and let them play. This kid has to wait. I guess Shane is questionable to return. They say.
Yeah, that's what they were putting on there. They got the injury report out there in the chat.
Only Peter Schrager knows what's going on. I don't know, but I do know that I mean, how many times, Dr. Horror Show, did we see bootleg? Like, shouldn't it go off in your brain, or as a coach, watch bootleg here?
Mm-hmm.
And finally, they're playing the strong safety. And I've said the same thing about Brisker. And he was able to turn it around in the second half and played more like, he had the knockout shot. I'm surprised he didn't get a flag.
No, that was Gordon.
Was that Gordon?
That was Gordon stepping up, hitting Tyrod Taylor, and then Brisker came over the top and missed the fumble. I think Morrow tried to touch the ball out of bounds.
Get the fuck out of the way. You're out of bounds. He even knew it. It kind of was like, you got to blow it like a birthday cake. Just stay out. You can't get yourself back in. That ball's on the ground. Big moment. You all right? I thought you were questionable to return.
No. I put a thing in the private chat. We had a little house issue. I had to go tend to.
I don't see the private chats.
Yeah. No, but you're talking about that one tomorrow, but your potential best linebacker in the NFL, according to himself, that wants $20 million. I mean, that's your money time. But that Phil, that is what changed the game. I mean, you talk about a little bit of momentum. You have Roquan versus Tyrod Taylor. There's a lot of people after last week's game that would side with Roquan. Yeah, I'll take my chances there. No, didn't happen. The other one that drove me nuts is the 4th and 2 punt from the Bears 45.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to jumpstart. You got to jumpstart your team.
You got a quarterback
at some point, right?
Read option, read the fucking end. Bring 2 backs in there. Do exactly what they're doing to you, because they're just doing misdirection, and they don't do it. They punt. Now, granted, like I said, I don't know if you heard me. They end up stopping them, but that clock's running, and you're down 8. I think we got the coach now. Can you turn them up?
And then
you could rewind it back.
We were going to have one timeout, above 2 minutes at midfield.
He's reading fucking notes
right there, so that gives us a chance to go score that touchdown, go for the 2-point conversion to tie the game. So I thought that was a good operation there, and no one feels as bad as Bayless does, and we understand that. We're going to rally our team around him.
Give him a fucking hug, coach.
Oh my God, coach!
2 games.
It's just unacceptable.
At the end of the game, there for sure. But with that, I open up to questions.
Did he say it was on him?
Yeah, so they were running the boot scheme, they were pulling guys with that, so it makes it hard on the linebackers in terms of.
No, it shouldn't. That should tell you exactly where it's going.
We had to adjust to it, and we needed to do it a little bit quicker. So we made that adjustment. We ended up stuffing that play, going forward. But he's a good.
They scored twice on you.
Faster than you think, and we know he's fast, and he's a good player on the perimeter, and that's certainly a weapon that you can use on offense.
How do you get better at that? Just defending the boot scheme throughout, whether it's in practice, is it more reps? What is it that
No, it's just execution. It really is. It's just execution. When you're dealing with the out of the pocket movement passes, it's just execution by the defense and us coaching it up better.
On Justin's fumble, I imagine that's a play, given all the things you preach, that's really going to bother you flying out of here. What was your vantage point on that?
Yeah, I would just say, I had to look at the tape. I'd be guessing. My vantage point was that I saw it was a fumble.
You know what we're doing when we win.
Exactly what happened on that play. I have to go back and look at it for sure.
That was a bad fumble, man.
Yeah.
Did Mustafa's guy hit it out of his hand? in your opinion, or is it just
But you talk about
Dave Craig slipping out of his fucking hand?
Yeah, I would honestly, Phil, I would, to borrow from Eberflus, I would have to go back and watch it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think it's just about consistency. We're guys are in the scheme, and we just have to be consistent all the way.
How
through the
about
game. And that's gonna be
red
something
zone
this week,
scoring
that they better come up,
touchdowns?
'cause apparently
You
we're doing
win.
some good things in the second half.
That's it.
We've all said that.
To your point,
we
4th
have
and
to play 60
2,
minutes.
I'm fucking going for it there.
And again, like we said, we had a chance to tie it at the end. So we were
Have
You
to.
had a chance. You had a chance when after they fucking missed the field goal? Come on, coach.
Like I said, I thought it improved.
Not blaming this on Valus. Trust me, I'm not.
Blitz team, we were playing a blitz team.
I'm blaming it
I
on
thought he handled that
everybody.
relatively well.
Oh,
But like I
there's
said, I love
Phil
the way
today.
they
If
throw the
they're
ball down the field.
Ryan Cox texted me and he says it 100% right. If there was ever a team loss,
How do you evaluate?
I mean, team
It starts
includes
with the
players.
coaches.
Oh no, I get it.
That's
I'm
what
not,
I was hoping.
I'm not
he
trying
had
to put
said
it in
to
order. I'm just saying it's everybody.
I agree.
Everybody's
That's
liable.
what I said in my rant. So he stole that shit from me. Fuck you, Ryan Cox, for not getting out and dress and make a tackle for us.
They got one on special teams. We got one on special teams. We got one on defense. They got one on defense. And they
I think the
capitalized on
story
one.
is
So,
the offensive
that's the big-
coordinator
it's a big
today.
thing right
I
there.
really do. I
We
think
have to do a better job with that because we want to be on the front
your
line.
play
And
calling
to
made
answer your question,
zero
I would just say
sense.
we have to go back and look at
Their
every
play
We have to
caller
be methodical, take every play and say,
helped them win.
on the principle.
Do you see that the offense it hasn't played well, but do you see that it is headed the right way? And if you think that, then why?
Yeah, I do. I do think that, and I see positivity there in the passing game. I think we ran the ball relatively well today, but I do see progression during practice, and I saw progress.
You're
today.
down and you're running toss.
That's a defense that has a lot of pressure. We still got the ball down the field.
You're down and you're running toss. Think about that. I'm talking about under 4 minutes to go. You're running toss. You're not throwing the fucking ball. That says everything I got to know because you have zero
Yeah, I think
understanding of what you can hang your hat on right now.
To me, it's about
You
first down.
got beat up everywhere.
You have first down efficiency, and you're doing a great job on first down. It puts you ahead of the sticks. That
Well,
way
let me
it's
tell
second
you
down,
this,
you get
coach. If
another
you're on
chance.
first down, you're under center, and you run toss for
penalty.
6,
I know we
you
had one
better fucking
three
damn
times,
well be
push
under center the next 2 downs.
That always hurts.
That's what you should demand from this
They got it, that. It just
fucking
really is.
Getsy.
We've done a solid job with that, but it's
You
that
can't
happens.
fucking get and gun.
For what fundamentally got away
You're
with
so
it,
fucking
that
predictable.
I
Funky-
don't.
funky,
I know there
clunky
was wind
Cole
up there,
Kmet.
It's swirling around a little bit because of the rain bands and all that. But it comes down to
Clunky
being
Cole.
under the football. Okay, squeezing your.
I've
elbows
never seen a
and tucking
fucking
it, high tuck it.
tight
So,
end screen,
um,
tight end
gotta
bubble,
go back and
Shane.
look and see exactly what
3rd
happened.
and 5th,
The
16.
decision to punt, you defended it.
Oh my
Is
God.
that as successful given that you guys then forced the punt out of that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that was great. To me, that was we banged the timeouts.
You know what?
First
I gotta
because we had
even
2 minutes. We were
destroy
gonna
the
get
special
ball
teams
above
coach.
2 minutes with a timeout.
It's fucking 4th down. They're in their own end zone,
Get the coverage a
and
little
you
bit. We
don't
had
go
to
after
slow
the
down.
block.
I mean, we were
That's what I-
You're trying to
I-
set up a fucking rookie.
I tweeted out this DHC time right here. Go get the punt, and people are laughing at me
I'm
on Twitter. I'm like,
100%.
what the fuck? Why
They
would you
fucking just
not?
let this guy punt?
What's going on with him?
Yeah,
That's
it's
embarrassing.
a knee right
That's
now.
when you
We're
go
gonna
after
look
it
at
and you block
we'll
it.
assess that, and we'll
Hey,
get-
guess what?
Got it.
Block it out of bounds. That's 2 points and the ball back. You don't even have to go for fucking 2.
What is the thought?
How about this? You block it and you recover it, you score. How about
Yeah,
that?
those are all
Waldo?
numbers that we have going into the game. So
Fucking
if
blog
we
boys.
were gonna go, and if we were gonna kick it, we were gonna kick it. You always got to look
Guys,
at the score.
The GM's not on the hot seat. Let's
Score, and
just
that's constant
let's
conversation that I'm having.
just stop.
upstairs.
The
That's
only hot seat
And
he's
with-
on
not
is
even
mine.
plausible.
When he's going, when he's not
Fucking
going.
don't
A lot
play
of
this
times it doesn't
politics
work out,
shit.
I'm saying, hey, we're going on 4th and inches. Hey, we're going on 4th and 3 or better or less. That's all happening during the course of the game, and a lot of times, sometimes that happens, and sometimes we don't get to that situation. We end up punting. But
A lot of times when teams run on that 3rd down situation, it's usually because they decide.
no doubt,
I
no doubt. When you're in
think
that closet
Kyler
there,
Gordon
no doubt,
is going to be a great football
exactly.
player. I really do.
That across the
Yeah, I
board.
think
just-
they're asking just too much of him right now.
Way too. He's so lost. It's a mental thing right now, and that's when you have to be
No,
a really good understanding of a coach.
I'm in the quarterback room a lot. I'm with the defense.
and
I
fucking
do it kind of,
get him out.
Week, where I spend a lot of
Sit
time
his ass down.
I get the chance to spend time with each position on the team.
Is there anything that can be done to jumpstart an offense to take advantage of when you do get a takeaway and turn that opportunity into
Bring in
Sign
some
6
fucking
receivers.
playmakers. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just about creating momentum, and it's all about getting chunk plays. If you can create chunk plays, that's when you score.
Oh my
God, that's what happens. You look
Pettis got to have that jump ball.
He's got to make the
Got to
play.
have it.
Some type of chunk
Got it. 2 hands on it. Make the fucking
Very
play.
rarely you methodically go down
That's
the
the
field,
huge play in the whole game. It is.
Yeah,
run a
big
16
time.
or a pass.
Now, if I'm the offensive coordinator this week, it's going to be
Is Justin seeing what you want?
David Montgomery and Herbert in the backfield. Don't care. Got to get them both in there and run some misdirections.
For specific examples that you're talking about, if you're going to talk about a specific play, I have to look at that for sure.
Thank you.
Good. All right.
Anyone else coming in?
Yeah. Anybody else coming in? Hopefully a new fucking offensive coordinator, because it ain't working with this guy. I've not understood anything. Shane, I think it's an indictment coming out of the half, starting Ebner. Like, you can't tell that kid is not. I mean,
yeah, I don't understand that at all. I mean, to me, Phil, it's pretty clear. I know he had the one decent run there, but to me, he's still his ankle is still an issue, the injured ankle, because in preseason he was explosive with plays, and he's not now. But I mean, I don't understand, and I know I'm not trying to make this a Herbert versus Montgomery debate, because it's not that, but it shouldn't be that hard that Herbert is your guy with Montgomery down that you're going to be coming out with. And it's not just plays it's fucking series.
That's what I'm saying. They come out of the half, Ebner starting at right. I'm like, what? Oh my God. And of course you're punting. This whole thing, the frustrating thing for me is I could fix this whole fucking thing. But this fucking guy can't. I mean, any offensive coordinator worth their grain goes to the offensive line coach and says, we are going to do this week, and we are going to do it tremendously. We have Tevin Jenkins on the fucking bench. He's your best lineman. He's sitting on the bench. Oh, Whitehair goes down, loafing on a fumble. Oh, yeah, he's hurt.
He
hurt his knee.
Braced up and was being wheeled to the team bus. So that is not a good indicator moving forward. So I think you're going to be seeing some moves on the offensive line starting.
Dieter should have been up there. Who do they have inside? They had no one. Jones, to me, is not a starter. He's got the potential to start later. Him and Gordon are the same things on each side of the ball. I mean, you just watch it. Just watch it. It's affecting you. It's affecting your offensive football. You got to do something about it. It's pathetic. Tevin Jenkins over at left tackle, you fix a huge hole. There's an attitude there. There's athleticism there. There's a pride there. Shane, you and I were talking at halftime. You see Tevin down the field, fucking jumping, pushing guys off of his quarterback.
On that screen that you hated to Komet, number 76 was, he was leading the charge.
Yeah, he's fucking hitting people. Patrick, you're putting him at guard. He's can't play left guard. I could see it. He just can't. He's your center. You're going to have to find, is Dieter Eisland your left guard? I would say, put him at guard. Get him ready. Patrick at center. And then you're starting your rookie. You got him on. Why is he on the team? Carter. Get him out there. Get a veteran in here to play guard, right guard.
Yeah, but you know how this is going to play out. I understand this is your philosophy, but you know how that's going to play out, Phil. They're not going to be down offensive lineman and then bench Mustafa after that. That's
You're right.
I'm not saying that
So
it's the
they're
right move, but
trapped.
I
get
yeah,
it because
that's what they're gonna
it's
do.
a stupid move. The move should have been, okay, he's a secondary. There's your center. Now you're looking for guards. They didn't do that. So I don't give a fuck. Ian Cunningham and Ryan Poles, they play. You got the kid they picked up from the Raiders. He's out for another, 3 weeks?
Leatherwood, you're talking about.
Leatherwood,
His was mono. I think he's due to come back. Was he on? He was on
I
the
don't know what he
NFI,
put him.
non-football
I don't know what they
injury
put
list
him
or
on.
something. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. But
Well, there you go. He's your answer at right guard. Right there, Leatherwood. Jenkins left tackle, Island left guard,
yeah, I
center
believe
Patrick Leatherwood.
I think Leatherwood is after. I think he's available now
This week.
after this week. So
Oh wow, that would be huge because I'm telling you right now, you're gonna have to get this going. And Sam played better last week, but today, no. I mean the cross blitz, and he's just standing there blocking nobody. I mean, we could have had Bratcher and his fucking 6 beers out there playing center. He would have fucking did a better job. Jesus Christ. I just like looking at it like, here they come, third down. This isn't hard. Like, you should see this shit. Do what's right. Stop with the fucking politics. Smash the like button like Stu Dog 81 says. I'm struggling to find many positives. I think I saw a positive in Darnell Mooney. Again, shitty ball. He's got to catch it though. On that third down drop.
After the first deep shot to Mooney, you heard the announcer say, "Oh, the chains are off," and then I'm like, "Yeah, this guy has no fucking. This guy doesn't know anything about the Bears, obviously." But I mean, I understand the protection is an issue, but and you can put Justin Fields into this, Phil. But for our patrons, we showed you guys. I know Corey Wooten for some reason was on Twitter defending the run on that play by Justin because he's like, well, he got a first down. I'm like, Mooney was in the fucking end zone, uncovered, Corey. Kind of important to get a touchdown there when there's nobody there.
Shane, they scored no touchdowns today.
Yeah,
that's your mic drop moment.
Yeah. So I just...
I agree with... I understand the debate that Corey's trying to say, but in the big picture scheme, the goal is to be a quarterback, find the open man like modern day NFL, catch the football, and score a touchdown. It's not that difficult to understand the two. Yes, last week we broke down this play. He ran for 29 yards, right? Yeah. But he had a wide open St. Brown for a touchdown. Which one would you rather have? And this is where the difference is.
But this is the important part, Phil. We are not out on Justin Fields. I see some people in the chatter to fuck this guy. I'm so out on Justin. He played better today. Like, I think you mentioned it. Maybe it was Ivan that mentioned it. He played better today.
Mm-hmm.
Far from perfect, far from what we need, but you have to take the steps where they are. But I mean, it's St. Brown on a decent team is a 4th or a 5th wideout.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'll still maintain, and I know this is going to infuriate half the people in the chat, and I've maintained it the entire time, and people take it as a negative. Darnell Mooney is not a number 1 wide receiver in my book. He's the best of what you have. He's not a number 1 wide, and that's not a slight at Darnell Mooney. There's a bunch of moves that need to be made, and the Bears, there's no way that Ryan Poles could make all of the moves this season. I mean, you didn't have enough bullets in the chamber to make all the moves, obviously. But man, there's you have some questions at quarterback, obviously. Questions at play caller. You can put Eberflus on there because the Tevin Jenkins story is unwritten, but there's more to it than this is Lucas Patrick is their guy. It makes it. I will not sit here and say, oh, this is just a vendetta against Tevin Jenkins. There's more to this story. There's gotta be. It just makes no sense.
Listen, at the end
Where
of
is
the day,
the upside in them just putting the radar on this kid's forehead and just say, fuck it, guys?
I don't get it. I
It
don't get
doesn't
putting
make
him
any
at
sense.
guard to begin with, number one.
I know, but even just take that off the fucking table. So he is at guard, but not starting now. There's got to be more to this story. Gotta be.
Well, it doesn't look good for the Chicago Bears. There's not. I mean, the best player was the kicker today, who they just picked up on Saturday.
Testament to that kid. He's going to get
Testament to him.
Yeah. Depending on what's going on with Cairo, and I believe it was
personal reasons, they say.
Yeah. Then they phrase it as serious, and you know what? Hopefully, we don't find out what they are, because personal reasons that the fans don't need to know. The media doesn't need to know what those reasons are. It sounds like it's something pretty goddamn serious. If it's, something with a family member or whatever, none of that matters. Hopefully that stuff gets worked out for Cairo's sake. But for Badgley to come in here in not the best conditions and to perform the way that he did, that's, to me, I'm not here. Justin is up if you want to put up there, but to me, I'm keeping that guy on the practice squad.
Absolutely, well said on both ends.
Yeah, the first one, just the one-on-one matchup with Mooney.
Audio is terrible.
Yeah.
And then second one.
Is it the mic on the NFL Network?
Yeah, it's not on our end.
Come on, rank.
But next time I'll just outside and back outside.
Justin, where were you going to go on the play where you fumbled? Where were your eyes on that one, and what were you hoping would come open there?
EQ was coming across. Yeah, I think that was going to be a big play. We would head up a little bit longer, but it happens, and I think this is just a line for the lesson. If you don't, or a lesson for the O line, if you don't hear a whistle blown, you don't know if it's incomplete. Of course, the guys thought it was incomplete, so you really can't blame them on that. But yeah, just playing the whole play out, and I was just going to hit EQ.
Did your elbow get hit, or was your side couldn't tell from?
I don't even know. I just was about to throw it, and then knocked up.
That's what I want to know. Did his elbow get hit?
A lot of stuff. I think the main thing was just execution.
I got to rewatch this game more than ever with these red zone play calls.
I felt like we did a good job driving the ball, getting to the red zone, but I think we just got to capitalize and get down there.
Shotgun, 3rd and 3. Shotgun, 3rd and 3. Shotgun, 3rd and 4. It is the new curls, for God's sake.
Of course, there's always room to improve, but I definitely think it did.
What's lacking the most right now in the passing game from your vantage point?
I think we just got to be more consistent. Whether it's me, whether it's the O line, whether it's the receivers. Some plays where all on the same page, we're all executing great, and then some plays we aren't. So, the biggest thing with that is just consistency. Just like I said, it was consistent. Sometimes, like there were some plays where I was just hanging out back there. I mean, nobody was around me. So I think the guys did a good job on some plays, and there were other plays where they could have been a little bit better. And then also me with some of the protection adjustments, I could have done that better. And just as a whole, we could have been better.
How do you feel physically? We saw you limp off at halftime after you took a hit, and then on the gadget play there at the very end, it looks like they got a pretty good shot in.
Yeah, I feel better than last week, so I'm solid.
Are you conscious of the fact that you can only probably take so much of that over the course of the season?
Yeah, for sure. I think I've done a good job compared to last year, taking away, let's say, something. My body feels way better than after the games last year, for sure.
But even it's not necessarily up to you. I mean, even you can make good decisions and still get hit.
Yeah, I mean, that's football at the end of the day. I mean, you're gonna get hit. So
Yeah, it is football at the end of the day.
Job avoiding hits or no? Like when scrambling, sliding, third down. I mean, to be honest with you, I got to do the first down. Like it's football. You know, the first down. You know, be smart. Try to not take as many hits, and then of course when you get sacked, you can't control that. But yeah, third downs. I'm gonna do all I can, protect the ball. You know, try to go get the first down, whether it's me getting hit or whatever, and then first and second down for sure. Just being smart, not taking hits.
Is the spin move, does it worry you ever? Because I know, it's probably a natural reaction when you get out and you scramble. Does that ever
I'm
worry
talking about when I like get up pocket.
Is that a play that you just worry about?
No, I think I have a pretty good feel with it, so definitely worry me.
When you talk about protection adjustments, what specifically would you like to do better?
Just making sure,
One question about the X stunt should happen here. Whose job is it to call the front? Is it you or is it the center? That should be the question here.
Earlier in the week that these guys brought exotic blitz, so I think we were preparing a lot for that, and then
Well,
they ended up
the one simple blitz kept getting through.
So just trusting our training, trusting the basics, and just executing that.
Justin, you said last week you kind of threw out this excuse of it's early. Now you guys are 4 games in. As we've had a lot of time with this offense, the running game is working. Why isn't the passing game working?
Who said the passing game was working?
Well, the numbers aren't good. It's not been.
I mean, numbers don't matter. I don't think, in my opinion. But as long as we win, like I said, that's all I care about. So,
Do you think it's better to be able to compete with some of the better teams in the league?
For sure, I think the run game and the pass game has to be good for us to compete with the good team.
What would you like to see the pass game get better at?
Like I said before, we just need everybody to do their job. Blocking, making the right protection calls, routes at the right depth, everything. So.
Justin, did you feel momentum or a boost at all after Eddie Jackson?
Who makes the protection call?
Inside the 5 kind of neutralized
That's
some of
all I want to know.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I mean, Eddie's a ball hawk, of course, and he made a great play on that, great catch. But
that was the best punt of the day for the Giants on that pick.
It did put us in.
Said it when it happened. I had zero. Yeah, I had zero confidence the Bears offense is going to do anything there. Backed up that deep.
Well, you got a shitty play caller right now. I don't see an understanding of play calling. Not when your formations are all your run game isn't matching your pass game.
I'm gonna listen to what my head coach says. I mean, that's his call. So yeah.
A lot of times teams run because they know it's 4-down territory, or they know they're going to go for it, not for it. Were you surprised when the kick unit came out?
No, I mean everybody knows us as an offense. Luke isn't scared to call a run play on third down. That keeps defense guessing. So I wasn't surprised at it.
But last week before the half, you guys had the ball in 3 timeouts. Coaches chose not to try and go down and get points. This week they went the exact opposite way, choosing to use the timeouts, get you guys the ball back and try to get down and go score. Does that make you feel like they're developing just a little bit more confidence in you and the offense as a whole to go get points in those situations?
Yeah, last week the coach just came back and said that he made a mistake. Just like I said, last week we all aren't perfect, and of course he made the right call this week. Thought it was a smart call by him, taking us off the field in that first quarter before the last drive. So it is what it is, and it's gotta get better.
Was there any point on that final play where you thought maybe there was going to be an opening for somebody to sneak free?
Yeah, that play, I mean, you just got to try to play the play longer than them on that one. I know everybody was tired. I know I was tired. And, but those plays, you just got to hope for the best and keep the ball alive. I think that's the biggest thing.
Shane.
This is the fumble.
Oh, we got the fumble here.
You can see Sam. He's almost on the brink of pushing Lawrence into his quarterback at this point.
So it's tough to tell if
backside
Braxton Jones
wide open for a big play. Do you see EQ there?
Oh yeah.
There's not a fucking
soul.
That's going to be interesting to watch on the all 22 to see if there's anybody back there. But you can see 37 scrambling. So to me, my assumption would be that it was a breakdown on defense, but that's you hear everybody talk about. It's a game of inches, and that is, you hold that ball a tenth of a second more and get a clean release on it, you might score. But
Just
welcome to the NFL.
typical Bears fashion. The ball just slipped out, Dave Craig style. But yeah, you see Braxton Jones, Sam Mustipher, leaky like a faucet with one of those, what do you call those landlords? Those shady landlords. Well, just letting that faucet leak. You got to patch that shit up. You got to get a new plumber on the offensive line coach and a better play caller. It's hard to see if his elbows hit. It looks like the ball just flies out of there.
Yeah, I think he
slumlord. Thank you, GCA. That's what I was looking for. The slumlords.
See, if you if you ever read the private chat, you'd know that our boy Avin was all over it immediately.
Well, he could have put it right in the regular chat. Slumlord. I can't read private chat. I don't even know where it is right here.
It's right under brand.
Oh, okay.
It's never moved in
Slumlord. Yes.
2.5 fucking years.
I don't see it. It's hard to find a positive.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's frustrating because today was, you can't sit here and tell me that the New York Giants are a better football team than the Bears. They didn't make the adjustments on a play that they kept on getting gashed over and over and over again. It's like playing that kid in Madden that is just running the same play over and over again. You can't stop it, and you get pissed off. I mean, hey, credit to Dayball, who looked like he stayed in the tanning booth a little bit too long when they're showing him their pregame. But
let me ask you this. Here, what has been their most successful run play? What has been their most successful run play? Do you know?
I do not.
Toss out of the eye.
Oh, well, you saw it. You saw it towards the with what 3 minutes left when you're down by 8. That's when they wanted to reestablish toss.
I want fans to understand, like, you gotta hang your hat on something. So either you're bringing someone across, jet sweep, toss. You're going toss, and you're bringing the tight end in motion, and Herbert breaks it into the secondary. You saw with 3 minutes, like Shane said, toss. They get it. They get a. That's not happening in the first half. It's not happening. I don't understand. But then, what do you do as a team, as a play caller? You build off of toss. You build off of it. So I'm going to toss, and I'm going to make my fullback step to the right like he's lead blocking, and he's coming backside, a handoff, and it's counter. And there goes Blazing Game. The Giants are getting. So same thing. Toss, and I'm booting back the other side. I'm fake toss. You have to build off what you do well. The Bears have yet, since Ditka, maybe Ron Turner did. They build off of what it is. Okay, what are we doing well? Build out from that. What does Justin do well? Build off of that. These guys continue to try to be a shotgun team with you're scared of throwing with Justin Fields is the ultimate stupidity. At some point, don't worry about what Jimmy Johnson and Jay Glazer and all these fucking people say during worry about winning. All that shit they'll be on board with later. It's so frustrating. All of it. You got out-coached, special teams, offense, and defense today. Number one, your coaches got out-coached. Number two, players that aren't making the plays that need to be made. It's the end of the story right there.
Yeah, and let's not forget that the player that wasn't on our roster, more than 24 hours ago, scored all of our points today.
Scored all of our points in the red zone.
You can laugh at it, but that's a fucking problem. It really is. I mean, Phil, we talked about it going into the season and seam routes to Cole Kmet. When's the last time they ran a slant? There's been some.
They ran a seam.
Slant. Yeah.
Slant?
No, slant or
I haven't seen a slant. The seam route was intercepted last week where I don't have no idea where Justin was throwing that. This week, we didn't see one seam route. In fact, the one we should have saw would have been a touchdown to Mooney, to your point. This other one where he's running shallow cross and the ball just fumbles out of his hand is another showcase. The screen, they actually had a great screen. Khalil Herbert made a great play. Tevin Jenkins, if you watch it, amazing block downfield getting on somebody. That's why the screen worked. But if you're scared to throw and you're scared of certain things, don't throw bubble screens to clunky Cole Kmet. I mean, it's just you're just made to be destroyed. That's like Cole Kmet is a blocker at best. He doesn't have start-stop skills like he's a fucking George Kittle. He's not twitchy in the slightest of bit. So what do you need if you're running a bubble screen? Twitchiness. Guess who makes a living out of that? Hill down in Miami, right? Fucking go.
That's why you drafted. That's why you overdrafted.
Bayless is your guy.
Bayless Jones at number 71.
Yes.
Let's be honest. And that was the thing.
That should have been
everybody
him.
leading into today when they saw all this offense needs is Bayless. I'm like, well, based on what? Based on what? Because everybody loves the thought of his speed. And I said, that's the thing that just defies logic when you really break it down. I understand. Yes, the kid is fast. Hasn't proved a damn thing that he's put the ball on the carpet twice in 2 games. And today, why? How? There wasn't anybody around.
In the biggest of moments, you gotta catch that fucking ball. And I'm not gonna put the game on him.
No, but it's a big part of it.
Huge. Like, I'm not sucker soft pussy as a coach. I'm not for the parents that want all of their kids to play. I'm not for the parents that want everybody to get an award. I'm not for the fans that want excuses, because I will cut to the chase and hold everybody the same. I had high hopes for Eberflus. I'm very concerned about protecting people's feelings. I don't want a coach like that, because at the end of the day, Ivan, Oliver, Frazzle, Junebug, Paul, Attic, everybody and their brother has opinion on this game, right? But all of us can agree that there's certain guys that don't belong out there that are. And when you start overlooking them and not holding them accountable, you start to lose and you create a losing culture. So Bayless has to catch that ball. Gotta. Sucks that he didn't. Definitely cost you the game, or an opportunity to win that was even better. For all I know, he throws an interception on the next play. The reality is, your job is out there to catch the fucking ball. Catch it. That's it. You can't. I can't be more disgusted, because it's on every level. In my opinion, we're all out block. All out block that fucking kick. They went to pussificate. Let's return it with a guy. And Shane, you put it at halftime. He comes off the kickoff return team. He's in second gear and downshifts to first and gets popped. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what I was talking about. You want to praise the kid's speed and explosion and power. You cannot be tentative there. You can't.
Can't.
And he he tried throttling down from first gear. And I mean, boom.
It looked awful. And then, I think we touched on everything. I don't think I have anything else that I felt like one play the Giants got, it was disgusting, where Galladay's holding. It's like right there. I mean, it's got to be called. Joe Thomas is getting fucking held.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's a big first down that they
right
get.
on the shoulder pads. Yeah.
Yeah. He fucking tore off his shoulder pad. But this game wasn't about the officials. Wasn't.
Oh,
It was,
no. Not at all. Not at all. The Bears got exactly what the Chicago Bears deserved today. And I'm where I am most surprised is it shouldn't have taken a halftime adjustment to close down Daniel Jones.
It's one Philadelphia
two maximum, Phil. That's what I'm saying. When you're a defensive guy, you're a defensive guy. That shit has, and like I said, man,
100% with you.
Say the Roquan fans were out in full force, 16 tackles. Holy shit. Roquan even bought into it himself, saying that he's the best linebacker in the NFL. Have fun watching the All-22 on this dude.
We were watching the All-22 this past week. Eric Kramer showed a play where Roquan's freelancing. My father and I today purposefully chose some other ones to show you they're not reading their keys. I don't know what they're teaching them, but to your point, and it's a great one that I think needs to be emphasized, is I'm telling you right now, even on the high school level, college level, that boot, because you're busting your ass hard down, there's an answer to contain there. There is an answer, and it's
absolutely,
we aren't letting this motherfucker get back outside of you. And you got to read your keys. He blocks down, your hands are down. You don't turn your shoulders and go blind. Sad. And let me tell you something about football. At the end of the day, it's blocking and tackling. That's it. The winning and losing is catching and dropping the football. Those three things, those equations decide every game. And then occasionally you'll get a kick that helps. Today, you're in the red zone how many times? 4 times?
Yeah.
4 times you came away with no touchdowns. Some of those times, your best running back is on the bench.
Yeah, let me read. Just keep talking, Phil. And I
look at this and I see guys trying to defend the indefensible. There'll be blog boys giving Braxton Jones an A+ because he's a rookie. Can you imagine what great pass protection he did? He didn't let up a sack today. But when you watch the tape and you see him getting folded, miss an assignment, not slide protect, they don't know the rules. They're just grading on a one-on-one scale.
If you're feeling bad and you want to feel worse by getting kicked squarely in the nuts today, listen to this. There have been 20 plays when a team has had a 3rd and 3 on the opponent's 5-yard line since 2018. Only 4 times did the team hand off to a running back. 2 of those were converted for the first down or a touchdown. The other 2 didn't, but they both went for it on 4th down, which the Bears did not. The last 6 times a running back got a handoff on 3rd and 3 from the opponent's 5 and didn't get the first, the team went for it on 4th down. The last time a team ran it in this situation with a running back and then kicked the field goal was versus the Vikings in 2008 by the Chicago Bears.
Oh my God.
This part of this reminds me of, remember when Nagy came in, it's like, oh, we're gonna err on the side of being aggressive. And then it would be time to be aggressive and Nagy would have to call a timeout. Then he'd send his guys out. Then they'd get a play, the play clock would run out and then they'd punt. He was never aggressive in the right spot. A lot of this is everything seems to be throttled back. But to me, Phil, come on. I still go back to I started to get the bad feeling about where the game was going on the 4th and 2, Bears 45, and I'm like, you're punting the fucking football. Come on. What do we do? It doesn't make any sense to me. In the position that you're in, you haven't scored a touchdown today, guys. It's been all field goals. All field goals. And the Bears, for whatever reason, this trend continues. You see a big play on defense, or you see a big play on offense, and almost immediately there's a penalty, there's an interception, there's a fumble by Justin Fields, anything. That's the one thing that they're consistent at. And like I said, I understand calling out the coaches, but you have to call out the players just as much for not executing their job in a lot of these things. And to me, coaches are just as guilty, but I agree with Ryan Cox. Today was a complete team loss, completely.
I agree. I really do. And I would just put the cherry on the coaches first and foremost. But everybody, it's led by them. Today, they were out coached. You simply didn't put your players and your best players in position to be successful, and you weren't prepared, to your point.
I'm prepared. Phil, they had a fucking running back playing quarterback, and I'm like screaming at my TV. Just fucking send it. If he fucking beats you throwing the ball, then so be it. Send everybody. Send them. Sell out. How do you not do that?
Well, there's several. For me, it's first down after they miss the field goal. That's all goes. Braxton Jones misses. He doesn't always block it. And Justin's got to roll to the right and throw it. I'm like, throw the ball down the field, a flag. Like, put them on islands and get the one guy running the deep in cut. That's what you got to do. They don't. Then the last play, we're playing fucking rugby.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I want to highlight Vito's thing. Everything right now, Vito, if the Bears are drafting up top, knowing what we know right now, I'm not going quarterback, knowing what I know right now. I'm not ready to make that determination because I still see way too much from Justin Fields. There's a lot of different directions. I mean, it's going to be a consideration. It all depends on if the Bears' analysis of Justin Fields were they being honest,
right?
With themselves. But if the decision was made today, no, that's just me talking about. No way.
Oh, today? No, you can't. You would have to look to get a big play receiver. That's what you looking.
And people aren't going to want to hear it either. Or they're going to be in the 3 technique game too. And if the kid from Georgia is staring you in the face, you can say whatever you want about. And I know nobody wants to hear it, but you cannot, when you're up that high and you can't reach, just can't do it. Just can't. You have to go BPA. But we have lots of time to talk about that later.
We will talk about all of that and so much more this week. Keeping it 100. We don't have Ivan's production to share with you, but I can say keeping it 100. We'll have the greatest of all time. His son, Walter Payton's son, Jarrett Payton, will join us, talk about the Chicago Bears, what he thinks about Justin Fields, the defense, the head coach. Will he keep it 100?
Creepers.
I hope so.
Birthday boy, Brett Maley yesterday.
Brett
Big
Maley. He looks great for 50. I wouldn't have guessed he was 50.
No,
Happy birthday, Brett.
His internet service is 50, but not
I thought he was 50, he said.
No, he is. I was saying his internet service is acting like it's 50. But I'm sorry, bro. I love you.
Well, we are going to be jumping on and joining a lot of Bears talk this week. Tomorrow night, I'll be live with the great Chris Zorich talking college football. On the Super 16 Poll Show tomorrow night, I'm sure we'll have a little, not sure, I know we'll talk about this game to begin, gather my thoughts. I'm going to watch the game again tonight.
Yeah, I was talking to my son, and I said, he's like, how long is the show going to be? And I said, I don't think this one's going to go super long tonight. I have a feeling. But I said, unfortunately, I know Cars and I know myself for sure, and Phil said, I have a feeling we're all going to be watching this fucking disaster again
just
tonight.
have to.
I know.
I was just
But
watching it. Shane.
That's
I
part
felt-
of it.
I
That's
felt-
part of it, Phil. That's what we do. And it's not, I know people are like, I get a kick out of some of the comments. They're like, don't you guys realize that this is a rebuild? It again, yes, we totally understand of what they're doing, but here's the separator. They're still out there playing. And if they fuck up and if they do something negative, we're going to talk about it because that's a problem. It doesn't matter the talent level when you're talking about it on tape. You can say, oh, well, you know what? He fumbled the ball, but they're rebuilding. Let's give him a pass. No, we're never going to be that way, ever.
Listen, it is something we just always have to reiterate. We hold each other accountable. Me and Shane debate. There's no fluff here. There's no contrarian to make clicks. We actually listen to our producers, no matter how stupid their football take may be. Bratcher. I'm kidding. We will listen and put them on the show. But the idea to be a blog boy, maybe that's what's wrong in my life, that I care too much, Shane. Because, it's a rebuild. Who gives a fuck? Let's just let it go. Let's not talk about it. Let's not analyze it. It's just a rebuild. And that's just never going to be me or anything. It's just conceding defeat is not in my any way, shape, or form persona. It just never will be. And you'll never get that here. And you know what? If it was just a rebuild, how the fuck are you 2 wins in? You had another chance to win 3. So go shove that shit right up your ass and take it to another fucking rainbow shop because it ain't going to be fucking here. Go to fucking coast to coast with Space Ghost and see that shit somewhere else. I fucking can't. Like, that whole tanking for first suck for whoever the heck's going to be there.
Tank for Tua. That was the last
Tank
one.
for Tua. There you go. Fucking Bratcher wants to fucking draft a fucking high school quarterback. I saw that tweet, Bratcher. You're lucky I'm not doing dumbest tweets because that would be the number one. Let's get Arch Manning in here. Let's get him. He's going to solve. Where is Bratcher? You always play, Vince, right? To win. The Bears went out there and did everything in their power to lose today. I'm telling you, they did everything to lose. The coach sucked. The game plan sucked. The fucking play calling was atrocious. And guess what happens at the end of the day? You put all those things together and you come out and you lose. It's no coincidence. Doesn't take a blog boy PFF grade to tell me what it is. I'm going to watch it again because I want to see how the hell this team could be this bad. And I'll have all those answers. And then when the all 22 comes out, you know the deal. If you're not a patron, get over there, thetapeneverlies.com. You know, if you live and die with this team, like I know Shane and I do, like this affects my week now. This affects my week. I wanted them to win. I wanted them to be 3-1. I want to see Justin Fields be great and successful. I want to see Khalil Herbert rush for 220 yards and 3 touchdowns today. I don't care. I want to see success. And there's a reason why history is made. It's made in building the culture from the bottom up. How they do it is on them. Ryan Poles has his principle. He has his guy, his man, going to take over the North and never give it back. We're
Phil,
here to break it all down.
Do you want to address that? I mean,
Arch Manning couldn't go on the field today and complete a pass. Okay? He's in high school. This is the dumbest take since the last dumb take. My God, he's better than Fields.
nobody's saying that he's not going to be a fantastic.
He could be
quarterback. That's not
great.
the point. Yeah.
He's got a great. You're putting a high school kid in the fucking NFL. This is the shit that gets me irate. When Shane ever sent me Bratcher's tweet, I'm like, oh my God. This is the NFL.
Bratcher takes that step forward. And I think he actually took a few steps forward, and then he tweeted that shit out. And I'm like, good God, dude, stop.
Bratcher, holster the tweeter.
Yeah, holster it. Or just fucking sink it in a bucket of cement.
If Arch Manning went out there and had success today, I would be shocked. Like, no, this isn't the NBA. Exactly. Look it. He's right on time. The NFL is way different. Guess what? That's why there's 100,000 quarterbacks that think they could play in the NFL, and then they get there. Remember Ron Powlus? He was a sure thing. Cover of sports, didn't do shit. Jimmy Clausen, all you Notre Dame fans. Remember him?
Yeah.
Fucking guy couldn't complete a fucking pass. So we're going to put Arch Manning in the NFL today? Are we serious? Come on. Come on.
I'd take Arch Manning over Mitch, but that's bad. I'm sorry. Mitch got benched today.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then Pickett's first pass, he threw a pick, and
was it picked?
He never threw an incomplete pass though. After that, he was 10 of 13 with 3 interceptions. So all balls were caught.
There you go. Hold on. Put Arch Manning in there. Let's get him in there.
Yeah.
Jesus. Now, I don't think I have to say it, but I'm going to say this. I'm having fun, but at the same time, holster tweets. Do never put a high school kid who's never even fucking been a freshman at wherever the fuck was he going to Texas?
Yep.
He's never been a quarterback on the college level. Please, you get humbled real quick, as I say.
I'm pretty sure I'll have to look it up, but I think he struggled in his last high school game.
Did he?
Manning, like in a big
picks,
way.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, I think they got boat raced pretty good. I'll have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure I read that
I've been
someplace.
checking those high school stats. Look at him.
I was like, did he get his ass kicked in his last game? That's why I'm looking it up.
Pretty sure. I think they got steamrolled, if I remember correct. Maybe I'm wrong, but
listen, NFL, not for long, for a reason. And there's a lot of Jimmy Cheddar Bomb Clausen. Sandlin. There he is. Where have you been? I needed that smile. All of you guys. Listen, I think that's where we wrap up, Shane. Final thoughts here. Ivan, you want to say, did you have anything you wanted to add, or did we cover it?
No, I think you guys covered. I mean, there's a couple people saying the O-line is bad. Obviously, the O-line was terrible today. Like clear as day. Like, yeah, breaking news.
Breaking news. The tape never lies. Network breaking news.
this just into the TTNL news desk. Bullets is reporting the Bears' offensive line is not that good. Thank you, Bullets.
No, yeah, the coaching was definitely terrible. Luke Getsy just it I hate to say it, and we keep, kind of touching on it. It looks like the same old Bears offense. It looks like the Bears offense last year. It looks like, the defense. I don't know what's going on with the defense. I thought they were starting to, play a little bit better, but they still have their flaws. You guys said it best, man. It's just, a winnable game. You can't go into this any game thinking, oh, you know what, this is a fucking rebuild. Oh, ho hum. Let's just go out there and do our best, guys. It doesn't work like that. You need to see progression. Winning games like this is progression.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a lot easier to deal with the negativity when you're winning than it is when you're on the other side of the fence with that. We know that everything's not perfect. We know this roster is light years from being complete. And you can say whatever you want. The Bears, I said it and took a lot of heat from it from listeners. The Bears, I never felt like we're Super Bowl contenders, but you're still holding these guys accountable when there's plays to be made out on the field. Like Dante Pettis talked about, you got to fucking catch that ball.
Yep.
When you're that limited offensively, you can't miss opportunities like that. Just can't do it. And say what you want, man. You gotta. Yeah, I'm bringing in guys. I'm not a Will Fuller fan, but at this point, add him to the team. If he gets hurt, he gets hurt. You have to keep on turning over these rocks and see if you get 6 or 7 games out of Fuller before he gets hurt, like he inevitably does every single year. So be it. You gotta start turning some of this over. And I mean, is Dante Pettis too good to be moved off of? No, absolutely not. All these guys, none of them. Mooney, obviously he's not going anywhere. Velus Jones, they're not going to move off of him. But all of these guys, to me, EQ St. Brown on a good day is a 4th or a 5th wide receiver on a good football team. So if Fuller can play, bring it. If he gets hurt, he gets hurt. Who cares? It happens. You have to start making some moves that it's going to improve your team and help your quarterback out first and foremost.
Anybody watching this game, to Spud's point, I totally agree. But don't act like there wasn't opportunities. It was like the ball slips out of his hand. You see EQ being wide open. Pettis drops the ball. We don't know when N'Keal Harry's coming back or what his story is. We didn't see an emphasis on anything. There's no creativity when you do one thing really well. Toss out of the eye. Stay in it. Run off of misdirection off of that. Do what you're doing. Nope. So there's a lot of fingers to be pointed, but each and every one of them has a responsibility led by Eberflus to point it at themselves. And if they could do that and start building off of the things that they do well, then Phil, Shane, and Ivan's points are going to be heard, and you're going to reap the rewards off of that. And then you build off of those guys. I don't know the story of number 17 that they picked up from the Minnesota Vikings, because we're not seeing him giving the opportunity. But I know this, the Giants went and did what they did well and misdirect off of that. When your run game doesn't match your pass game, that's where you get into trouble. Matt Nagy did it. And right now, I'm telling you right now, as an offensive coordinator myself, Getsy has no rhyme or reason to his formations and his play calls. And until they match up, you're going to see the same old shit each and every week, where, as the, what's his name? Moose Johnson said, you're got to be perfect on every play. You're grinding for every inch.
That's
and
Chicago
that can't
Bears
be it.
football for the past 40 years.
Exactly. It's got to. And let me say the last point to that point. If you're grinding for every inch and Cole Kmet's your choice as a bubble screen, you got problems as a play caller. Because to a man, ask yourself, or a woman, ask yourself, would you a fucking 3rd and 16 bubble screen to Kmet?
No.
Who calls that?
No.
The Bears did.
Well,
that's a fucking
the
problem.
Bears did, and teams do against the Bears defense, because I've seen them give it up plenty, unfortunately. But
No, to Cole Kmet.
No. That's what I'm
He
saying.
used to
That's what I'm
went to-
saying.
he
Yeah,
used to
I
went
understand.
to
What?
somebody
Yeah,
else.
you cannot make that call. Phil, they used to do shovel pass to who was the tight end they
Shaheen.
got from
Shaheen.
Yeah, to Shaheen.
Adam Shaheen.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, let's get Lurch involved in the
the
pass game here. It's crazy.
Well, we'll see where they go from here. I can assure you. And I smash the like button. Whether you love us, can't stand us, can't stand you. Can't stand you.
I love the show, but
smash the like button. We'll be breaking it down all this week. My video breakdown. Where's the long version, Ivan? Where is that?
Wait, you guys used to be so much better.
You're not giving me as much for free as you used to, Phil. You son of a bitch.
Come over, become a patron. All jokes aside, I will always chit chat with you. We'll be breaking it down all week, from fantasy football to tape breakdown, Kramer's QB school, my video breakdown tomorrow night, Chris Zorge, X's with the O's, Cars keys, everything. As the Bears move on with another loss, they even it up 2-2, and David Kaplan smiles. David Kaplan smiles. He's like, I can't let them get 4 wins before you guys come to Detroit.
So, man, I fucked up.
Yeah, Claudio was supposed to come over, Shane. He didn't even show up.
He's probably out buying a Bailey Zapp jersey.
He's heading to
the new quarterback for the New England Patriots as
Bailey
Hoyer.
Zapp.
Hoyer got hurt. Yeah.
Oh my God. Zapp's in.
Yeah.
So is Scott Baio. Charles in charge. Zapped. You remember that? Anyway, we'll be back live this week. Leave a comment. We love you. At the end of the day, my final thought is this. Everybody's got to get better, Bullets. Everybody's got to get better. The coach, the special teams, the tackling, the defense, the offensive line, the running backs, they all got to be better. For Shane Marsaw and Ivan Vargas, the super producer, I'm your guy, Draft Dr. Phil. This is Bears Hour Live. Join us on Wednesday night, earlier time this week. Pay attention. I think we're going at 8 o'clock, right, Shane? For Jarrett
that's right.
Payton.
Yeah, we're backing it up a little bit. Yeah.
We're going to back it up. Jarrett Payton schedule. So join us Wednesday night. We'll be talking about this game and our next game. Who do we play next?
Andrew, Minnesota
Vikings. Yeah.
$7, Andrew.
Andrew, $7 you just spent on your wife at Starbucks. Keep it 100. One time. Now I'm giving you 4 weeks of analysis. Anyway, love you guys. Have a great day. The Bears lose. The Bears lose.
Thank you for watching Bears Hour Live, the best post-Bears game show on the planet, on the Tape Never Lies Network.